Oh boy, well, I don't think things can be too worse for the absolute moron of an IRL streamer Vitaly, as the president of the Philippines just made a reaction video to his incredibly stupid live stream. If you live stream yourself committing several crimes in a foreign country, and the president of the nation reacts to it saying, hey, we're not going to be lenient here, what do you even say to that? I guess it's just safe to say that you're in for a bad time. Obviously, we're talking about Vitaly, one of the original pranksters on YouTube who completely crashed out in the worst way possible by attacking a random jogger in Miami. Then came back a few years later and actually did pretty well streaming until his entire team left him. Now, you can speculate why that would happen, but eventually, he decided to fly out to the Philippines and join forces with another kick streamer by the name of Sly Kane, who's a Filipino and actually is currently wanted, but this is the guy who filmed him while he was being an absolute moron in the Philippines. And these actions range from stealing motorcycles to crashing a tuk-tuk, threatening to rob a woman, stealing multiple security guards' hats, stealing an industrial fan from a restaurant, stealing a red light mask from a vendor, and harassing dozens of people. And actually, now there's more things that came to light, so more charges will be...
Yeah, Vitaly is absolutely cooked, guys. And the reason he's cooked, first of all, if you watch those videos there, and you see the way he was acting completely out of line. But this also comes in the backdrop of the Johnny Somali kid who was out here causing a ruckus in Japan and South Korea as well. Because these nuisance streamers are going all over the place in these high trust societies, Asian societies, and they're going all over and violating the people. Now they want to make an example out of them. So it's not what Vitaly did in a vacuum. Maybe if this was an isolated incident, he might have gotten off with a lesser sentence. But since this guy's Johnny Somali decided to do this, and now Vitaly's following in his footsteps, well then now they're going to make an example out of him.
Added shortly, because you know the thing about these IRL streamers is they live stream themselves committing all these felonies. So all the prosecutors have to do is just sit and go through all of their streams and charge them accordingly. Overall, just a terrible idea to do this in a country that has their jail cells that look like this. A few things have happened since we last covered this situation. More clips of Vitaly acting like a moron in the Philippines have resurfaced, as already stated. Clips of the jail that he's been held in has came out. The president has reacted to his live stream he's facing 24 years in prison for, and his cameraman seems to be on the run, as he's wanted for questioning, and he's live streaming unkicked rather than turning himself in. So, we have quite the video today, but let's start with the president. So, on April 14th,
If your sidekick is still streaming and the president is commenting on your situation, you're done, guy.
Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sat down and reacted to Vitaly's live stream. And here he had quite a few things to say about Vitaly.
Give me your scooter now. No. Give me your scooter now. Give me a ride. No. Yes, you're gonna take a ride.
Ang isa pa nating nakita ngayong linggo, yung kagalit-galit na pinanggagawa ng isang foreign vlogger sa ating mga kababayan.
I'm gonna rob you.
Pero man ito o hindi, sino naman Pilipino ang hindi kukulo ang dugo sa napapanood natin? Bakit nakakalungkot dahil ito isang naging bahagi na ng social media na nagkakaroon ng mga vlogger na nanggugulo lang, nang aasar lang, nang buwisit lang, nang babastos lang.
See, I didn't even see this video, but they got Johnny Somali and other nuisance streamers in here
para makakuha ng mga viewers.
Yeah, if you have the president saying who wouldn't be mad at that behavior, there's a low chance of him actually being let out anytime soon. It's kind of dystopian to watch a president of a nation address degenerate IRL streamers, but I guess 2025 actions will have 2025-like reactions.
Huwag tayong sasama dyan sa ganyang klaseng ugali. Hindi naman ganyan ang ugaling Pilipino. Asahan ninyo, yung mga gumagawa ng ganyan, hindi natin pababayaan na patuloy nilang ginagawa.
Tapos na po ang mga dayuhan, akala nila kaya na lang napastangin mga Pilipino. Ito'y ehemplo na seryoso tayo na sa sariling bayan natin. Hindi tayo magpapabasa sa kanila.
The government just announced that Vitaly will be used as an example to show the world that they will not tolerate this behavior. I think Vitaly somehow has landed at the top of the list when it comes to social media Darwinism. He essentially let his hunger for clout completely destroy his life for extremely little upside. And the dude clearly was in absolute denial even after the press conference when they perp walked him out in front of the entire nation. By that time, he had already been to that jail. Is he not valuing his freedom at all, or is he still in denial? Is he like, oh, okay, I'll just be in this holding cell for a couple of weeks and then I'll be out? Unfortunately, that's not.
Yeah, even when he was getting booked, guys, when they took him into the jail, he was still acting like this was a funny situation. And one thing I gotta tell you guys about these foreign countries, in the United States, we have innocent until proven guilty. In these other countries, they really don't. And in these other countries, the way that the law system works, the law system is actually from top down. So if high-ranking officials, if the president of the country happens to see your situation or comment on it, they can either let you out of jail, and that would work, but then they can also put the maximum sentence on you from the top down. So in this situation here, where the president is commenting on his situation, well, you can pretty much just throw away the keys here.
The case with him. Meanwhile, his cameraman Sly Kane is now on the run. He apparently changed his hair color from pink to blue. I guess that'll really make him blend in. And as I said previously, he's currently wanted for questioning. But the complete moron is spending his time IRL streaming. The dude is literally showing where he is on a live stream, and I guess he's on the run. This might be dumber than the people who are running from the cops and live streaming on Facebook the police chase. This is very similar. It's kind of baffling. I guess just certain IRL streamers are just some of the most fascinating criminals, because who in their right mind would live stream all their crimes and then live stream themselves on the run? Like, you would think this is a parody, but I guess this is just the new reality. Meanwhile, more footage of Vitaly's behavior in the Philippines have now just came out.
Follow me, follow me.
Wait.
I need toilet, toilet, toilet. Toilet, please, toilet. Toilet, toilet. Toilet, toilet. Toilet, please. I'm about to take a... Ay, caca. Caca. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is not how you make the burger. Show me how you do it. Don't worry, brother. I got it. Don't worry. I'm the manager. My name is Vitaly. McDonald. Ron McDonald.
This episode of Batozi was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Imagine adding trespassing and disruption of a business to your criminal record in the Philippines for a terrible joke on your live stream.
Dude, the fact that these guys think they can act like this in these foreign countries is absolutely wild to me. Honestly, I'm in support of them throwing the whole book at this guy, because these nuisance streamers need to be stopped. In fact, I would go as far as to say the platforms that are hosting these streamers need to also do something about it. It's not just enough to just ban somebody after they cross the line. If somebody is already doing these kind of nuisance streams, I think the platforms are responsible for getting them off of there and stop giving them an audience.
Must have just been way too used to living in LA, as he just assumes by default that there will be no consequences as long as he doesn't commit a serious crime. But then to make things even worse for himself, he doesn't end the joke there. He continues to harass these employees and then steals the food.
The manager told me to cook. We need some salt and pepper. So make me look for it. All right, motherfucker, I got some.
Here's sir.
Salt, give me salt.
Sir, no that. No that.
Can I have salt, please, sir?
Salt, sir. Salt and... Sir, not allowed here.
Sir, don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm making a meal. Okay, we're out. That's it. That's it. I'll pay. Sir, how are you? He's order. Let me see what the I just cooked.
Yeah, I know he said he was going to pay for it there, but I didn't see him pay for it. But overall, I mean, he's somehow just lowered the bar from his past content. Like back in the day, Vitaly would harass minimum wage workers here in the US for content. Now, he's going to less privileged countries to harass their minimum wage workers for content. It's like he started falling down a staircase a decade ago and he's still falling down that same staircase today. The dude took a 15-hour flight to harass strangers for content and ended up being locked up in an absolute nightmare jail. Apparently, the place that he's in is known as the Gulag.
Now, they call it the Gulag, an immigration detention center in the Philippines that has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Detainees claim the center is squalid, rat-infested, and overcrowded.
Right. Here's some more recent footage.
He's currently locked up in Camp Bagong Diwa, which isn't exactly a wellness retreat. It's overcrowded, undersupplied, and looks like something out
Yeah, this is a prime example of F around and find out. I would never, ever want to get locked up abroad. Have you guys ever seen that show, Locked Up Abroad? These foreign jails are no joke, guys. And you think you're going to go in there with these guys? Do you even know what some of these guys have done? You don't want to find out.
of a post-apocalyptic horror flick. Think sweat, mildew, 30 guys to a cell, and about as much personal space as the inside of a sardine can. This isn't a short stay. This isn't wait and holding overnight and post bail in the morning. Because there is no bail. That's right, zero bail, zilch, nada. And no, it's not because someone forgot to process the paperwork. It's because he is considered a flight risk, a foreigner with no strong ties to the country other than a criminal record forming in real time. The authorities aren't taking chances. He's staying put.
And I guess what makes this just so incredibly ironic is apparently he wanted to go to jail.
Nobody controls me. If I go to jail, I'll go to jail. I'm a grown man. But you, I respect you. I am coming down. I am. I'm going to go eat. I'm having fun with the chat. I know what I'm doing. It's not my first rodeo.
You know what the problem is with these nuisance streamers, guys? And this is the effect of clout as well. When you're streaming on platforms like Kick, for example, the audience that you get are the most degenerate audiences. So it's not enough for you to just go around in Los Angeles doing some dumb shit. They want you to keep upping the ante. So every single place that you go to, they want you to keep doing something that's even more and more and more extreme. Well then, at what point do you then get yourself into a situation like this where you're in a foreign country just absolutely wilding out? Being a nuisance streamer will always end bad because there's only so much nonsense that you can do until it eventually catches up with you.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say, oh, don't arrest me. Here's the money. I will go to jail. I'm a proud man. I love jail. I get it up there for free. I don't have to pay.
Come on, dude. I mean, he made his own bed here. And I still don't even understand why he did all this. There's so much content of his streams when he's out in the Philippines where he's actually being a great guy, giving away phones and shoes to not so fortunate people. But still, he decided to do all of this on top of that. Why wouldn't he just still keep his streams at being a nice guy, giving away to the less fortunate, and just continue making content without harassing random locals? And he wouldn't have been in jail right now. He wouldn't be banned on Kick, and he wouldn't be facing decades in prison in Philippines. It's like, dude, you were almost there.
I told you guys, it's because of the audience. This is what the audience wants. And these guys are forced to oblige. They just got to keep upping the ante. It's not good enough for you to be giving away phones, for you to be giving away prizes to people. Well, that's cool. The audience is just like, okay, whatever. I've seen that. I've seen Mr. Beast do that. So I'm out of here. I'm going to go tune into some more degenerate streamer like Johnny Somali. This guy Vitaly has essentially locked himself into a corner by having this as his audience.
You were on the right path. Watching some of the clips of him actually being positive, it's good content. It's actually not bad at all. But then, right after he gives away some phones, he immediately goes out and starts harassing people. It's like, dude, you're almost there. But for some reason, I guess he had the urge to where he thought that the only way he would gain a viewership is if he harassed strangers or did like crazy things. And there might be some truth to that, but the extra bump in viewers is not worth a decade in prison. Because I'm hearing it will take roughly 1.5 to 3 years just for him to get sentenced. And then most likely the sentence is going to be anywhere from 3 to 10 years, which is insane. Absolutely not worth the attention on Kick. It's kind of crazy to say, but it seems like best case, this guy is going to get out of prison in his 40s. But during that stream that caused this downfall, the Kick mods actually started getting onto him saying, hey, we're going to have to ban you for what's currently going on. And this is how he responded.
Really? My content's too much. Helping people is too much. Oh, thank you guys for the W stream, bro. Oh man, I'm gonna talk to the big boss.
Dude, just because you donated money doesn't give you a free pass to go harass strangers on the street. But apparently the higher ups on Kick, they were not having it whatsoever.
How come you guys don't tell the big boss what I do? Moderators, Kick moderators, if you're in the chat, how come you don't tell Eddie? How come you don't tell the big boss, other names, Akila and everybody, what I do on Kick? Yo, Vitaly's changing lives. He's gambling with losses and wins and helping lives. As soon as I do something wild, did you say anything to them what I'm actually doing? Exactly, bro. I'm on Kick for a reason. W Kick, W Eddie, W everybody on the team.
Again, dude did a lot of charity on his stream, but that's no excuse for the laundry list of felonies that he live streamed himself doing. The only reason he did all that is because he was streaming on Kick.com. So I'm not surprised Kick banned him. But honestly, that's the least of his problems. It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens and when his first hearing will be. But either way, we'll be covering it, so definitely subscribe if you're new here.
But I'll tell you guys, the only way that Vitaly gets out of this is actually if President Trump calls the president of the Philippines and says, you know what? Cut this guy some slack. If the U.S. government gets involved, if the U.S. government does not get involved and help this guy, he's completely done. But let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Fair use to this guy. Shout out to you for making the content. I'll catch you guys on the next one. It's your boy Scope.